Good day, everyone. This is Mr. Charles from TC Markets. I work with Mr. Temba. The reason why I stress about this video is because last time Mr. Temba did a video about Forex brokers. Okay, so what he did, he recommended people actually the actually didn't recommend. He showed people the brokers that he uses. Okay, so what we found out that most of the people are sending us messages and say, no, you guys, I think you guys are working with brokers and something like that. Okay, so with this video, guys, I will teach you how to choose a proper broker for your own self. Okay, without us recommending new brokers. Okay, so you should understand one thing also. People who introduce brokers, they are called the IB, as you can hear the word introducing brokers. Okay, IB. What do the IB people do? The IB people they claim that they will teach people how to trade. Okay, especially if you are an amateur or maybe forex beginner. Okay, they like those people because have you ever tried to maybe sign up with a broker and they do things like what, calling you claiming that don't worry, we will teach you how to trade, or maybe they will say things like we will give out signals and something like that. Please, if you come across that thing, because with a proper broker, guys, you don't usually get unnecessary calls. Okay, you don't get that unless if you are call maybe they are calling maybe just to ask you if you I'm not sure but usually with the brokers, guys, brokers then they don't call you or maybe recommend you or maybe teach you how to trade. Okay, something like that, or maybe give out signals. Those brokers are very dangerous for you. Okay, so ib will usually teach you false forex education. Why do I say so? Because most of the people who say, okay, but our brokers give us signals, when you go through that signals, you'll find that it's about 30 pips. 30 pip signals. Come on, guys, you should go for at least 100 pips or maybe even 300 pips. Okay, because with our forex course, actually, guys, this is not a sales pitch. Okay, but it is the truth. With our forex course, we will teach you how to make about 300 to 400 pips a month, or sometimes it can even happen a week. Okay, it depends. Okay, so without wasting any time, I would like to teach you one thing about brokers. Okay, with brokers, guys, we have what we call a book. Okay, a book. A book is usually the good part of the broker. Okay, so these brokers they have what we call ECN account. The second one is the STP account, and then the third one is the DMA. Okay, so what is ECN? ECN is the is what we call electronic communication network. Okay, so what happens with the ECN? Meaning with the ECN, usually there is no middleman. What is the middleman? The middleman is usually the broker. Okay, but yes, meaning the broker will go to the liquidity providers or maybe the interbank. Okay, and ask for a certain price. Let's say you are trading euro dollar. Okay, and then maybe on the liquidity providers they are saying, okay, now euro dollar is at 18. Okay, so the broker will play as a middleman and come to you and say, okay, let's change this price and say uh, euro dollar is now at 16. Okay, do you see the difference? The difference is $2 now. Okay, so meaning that $16 they will give us, they will give to the retail traders, yes, which is us. Okay, and say no, euro dollar is now trading at 16, meaning they are gaining what we call commission out of that. Okay, but this is just an example. Okay, usually with the ECN you get smaller commissions. Okay, yes, you do, you should pay commissions because these people take the market from the liquidity providers. Okay, or maybe the interbank, yes, the interbank system, that is the ECN. Okay, so we also have the STP. What is the STP? Which is the straight through process. Okay, the straight through process, usually you have fast execution speed. Okay, actually yes, the execution speed is very fast. Okay, um, meaning when you place a trade, let's say you are saying buy euro USD. Okay, like that trade, immediately when you press buy, it places the trade immediately. Okay, if you ever find some brokers, when you are maybe say buying or selling certain currency, you'll find that when you place a buy, it takes about 3 seconds to process that buy. Okay, so I will advise you, if you are on such broker, it is very dangerous for you. Okay, because those people are using things like slippage, called slippage, things like called slippage. Okay, so I think your trade is going through systems in that case, with that, within that 3 seconds. Okay, so another thing, we have what we call DMA. With the DMA is the direct market access. Okay, with the DMA I don't know much about it. Okay, but what I know is the DMA is very expensive to trade with it. Okay, because I think, yes, I think in here there is no broker included, like retail brokers included or something like that. Okay, that's where you go straight to the interbank systems. Okay, and trade there. Okay, good. So with the B book, we also have the B book, what we call the B book. This is where brokers catch us as the retail traders because we don't know anything. And you should understand one thing, and there is this is very personal, guys. Okay, why? Because with the B book, these brokers, what they do, that's where brokers actually trade against you. Okay, they are usually called market makers. Okay, the dealing desks. Okay, the A book is usually the non-dealing desk. The B book is the dealing desk. Okay, because most of the people get confused when they talk about dealing desk. They think, hey, it's a good thing because they are a dealing desk or something. No, 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 it's very dangerous for you, because with the dealing desk, what they do, they usually hold your trades. Okay, or maybe trade against you. Okay, why do I mean by that? Let's say you are buying euro USD. Okay, when you buy euro USD, they know, guys, there is a system that they use that trades against you. Because yes, let me make a proper example. Let's say that broker is having, let's make it yes, let's make it a medium. Okay, so with these market makers, guys, what they do, they also fund an account. I don't know how they do it. Okay, they also having an account. Okay, with them. So what they do, let's say you come and fund with $100. So when you buy euro USD, okay, and thinking, or maybe after you've done your analysis and buy euro USD, okay, you are hoping for it to go up. All right, so what they do the opposite, they sell. Okay, so you should understand one thing. When they sell, it will go down. Why? Because they are having a bigger money. Okay, so meaning this money is much more than the $100. I hope you guys understand it. Okay, so euro USD will go down in that case. All right. Okay, and another thing what they do, they usually hold your trades. When they hold your trades, meaning when you are busy losing this money, you are busy losing money until you blow. They wait until you blow up. Okay, so that money simply goes to their account, growing their account just like that, just like that. Okay, yes, so that is the danger of the B book. But yes, this is the truth that we won't find anywhere. Okay, it's not easy to know about such things like A book and B book. So sometimes it is very important even to approach your broker and ask, so are you guys a a book or B book? Okay, when they ask you, they don't know what you are talking about. Trust me, they know there is no broker that doesn't know about the A book and B book. Okay, so another thing that you need to understand is not all brokers are A book or B book. And another thing is, yes, we do have some brokers which are both A book and B book. Okay, we do have such brokers. So how do they play it in this case? So remember, they also use systems, these guys, the robots. They have their own robots that can tell, they can do whatever. Okay, so with this thing is, when you find an account and you trade, they can see that, no, I think this guy knows what he is doing, so he's a very professional, so we don't want to mess up with him. Okay, so they will simply do what? Take you straight to the A book. Okay, so with the A book, that's where your money will be sent straight to the interbank market or the interbank system. Okay, so if you are losing, they know what to do. They simply take you to the B book. All right, they will simply take you to the B book. So how do you know if a broker is A book or B book? Okay, that is very that is a very difficult question to answer. Okay, because you will never know, right? But I can help you to find a proper broker. How? By the regulations. Okay, by the regulations. So what happens with the regulations is, that broker needs to be regulated. Okay, that is number one. You check if that broker is being regulated. Why do you need to find a regulated broker? Because it's a big risk to trade to trade with a non-regulated broker. Okay, so I will try to explain how the regulations are. Okay, so actually the regulations, let me tell you what the regulations are. The regulation is the rules and laws that operate in the forex industry. Okay, and they must be followed. Okay, so meaning things like the broker doesn't have to trade against you, something like that. Okay, so if that broker does something or maybe doesn't follow those laws and rules from the regulator, that's where that broker will get suspended, and I think there is a fee that they need to pay because they didn't follow the rules and the laws. Okay, of the traders. So the purpose of regulation is to protect you from uh, undisclosed and fraud. Okay, undisclosed meaning revealed information. So usually with the regulated information broker, with the regulated, yes, broker, they they usually reveal, try to reveal everything for you. Okay, try to be open to you. All right, because some brokers, you'd find that they usually hide a lot of information. Okay, good. So yes, those are the regulations. So I will try to touch on what we call regulations. Okay, we can also go to the Google and let me show you the regulations of the brokers. Okay, so if you need, yes, you can also type on your own and say Forex regulatory agencies. Okay, so these are the regulators of the brokers. Okay, so meaning when you, if you are trying to search for a certain broker, try to find things like regulations. In this case, yes, regulations like FSCA. We also have a ASIC. Okay, so it depends with also the country, because in some other countries these regulations maybe they have only one regulator or something like that. Okay, so places like United States, there is a lot of, yes, these are your regulations. Okay, these are the regulations. So with the broker, guys, you should try to find something like FSCA, FSCA, AS, yes, ASIC, and so on and so forth. When you scroll to the right, you'll find uh, such regulators. Okay, so these are the people who will um, regulate the broker, so that it becomes easier for you to report that broker if is doing something wrong. Okay, so like for an example, like in this case, we in South Africa, we had this broker called JP Markets. Okay, the JP Markets, yes, I didn't like that broker from the beginning. Okay, because a lot of people used to go there and say, hey, JP Markets, hey, JP Markets, and so on and so forth. Okay, so what happened is JP Market used to trade against traders. Okay, why? Because I think that's where they saw that we are having more clients and more clients. Okay, and usually most of the people used to join that broker because of the so-called Nasdaq. Okay, because you use smaller lot size to trade it, and you are able to make a lot of money out of it. Okay, and so on and so forth. So the JP market was once exposed. Okay, because I'm not sure who actually exposed JP markets, but what I think there is this guy called Ref Wayne. Okay, so he went to JP markets and funded a lot of money and trade and trade and trade and trade, and when he tried to withdraw, that's where they gave him problems. So I'm not sure if he is the one who reported the JP markets or something. Okay, yes. So I can give you an example, or maybe try to show you this picture. So today, yes, I once had an account on JP markets, but I didn't like this broker. Okay, so today, here it is. So meaning today you cannot, I think you cannot even open an account with JP Markets in South Africa, guys. You should get this in South Africa. Okay, so they are saying dear clients, due to our provisional suspension. Okay, they got suspended. Why? Because they didn't follow the rules of the regulator. All right, yes. Was JP Market regulated? Yes, it was regulated, but they saw an opportunity to do things like fraud while they are regulated. So that is the advantage of um, a broker being regulated. Okay, so you are able to report them. I'm not sure where do you report them actually, but I used to search on Google and see how do you report uh, a broker or something like that if they are giving you problems. Okay, but you don't say, guys, things like, okay, if you don't know how to trade, don't just start to report brokers out of the blue while you don't know, because just because you don't know what you are doing. Okay, don't do that, guys. If you don't know, you don't know. If you don't know how to trade, you don't know. Okay, stop accusing brokers and saying no, this broker is trading against me, why every time, and like that and like that. Okay, that is why you should do things like maybe research, or maybe find a proper education, because in nowadays, guys, it's not easy to find proper educations. Okay, because even the forex educators, they do what, they scam us. Okay, there is no such as pay me maybe $1,000 and I'll give you a certain strategy or something like that, or I'll teach you how to trade within 1 day or maybe 2 days. There is no such, because with forex market you also need to practice. Okay, are we clear, guys? So yes, without wasting any time, I think this video was very helpful. Could you please maybe click a like, or maybe if you want to follow us, simply go to the link below. Yes, in the description we will put the link of our telegram channel, and also the inbox of each of us. Meaning, if you want to inbox Mr. Charles or Mr. Temba, is the same thing. Okay, you can inbox us with maybe further information, and so on and so forth. Okay, so thank you, guys. I hope this video was very helpful. Okay, so cheers.